Today we're going to France, baby. That's right, cheesy French onion soup that is gonna rock your world. Let's go. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of More Seasoning. I am your host, Farnum, and right here I have a crock. Today it's not a crock. It is a crock full of beautiful French onion soup that is gonna warm your heart this holiday season. Hey, before we jump into the cheesy goodness of this, scroll down, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and drop a comment below. Let me know, what's your favorite kind of soup? You guys asked for this one, so I'm making it. I'll make more. Hey, seriously though, cheesy Gruyere, beautiful bread right on top, a delectable soup. Let's go, B-roll, you know the vibes. Let's get into the ingredients. We're gonna be using Spanish onions today. You're gonna want about 5 of them. Unsalted butter, some good old stinky Gruyere, a baguette, garlic, chives, you hear the clock, thyme, some Tampa bay leaves, get it? Bay leaves, Tampa, no? All right. Name that show, a flower for my flower. Some good old what the sauce, beef broth, the oil of olives. And we're gonna use some wine. I got a Pinot Noir that's been sitting around, so I'm gonna use that. Did I say that right? Noir? I think so. All right, so we've got 5 onions right here. Listen, I told y'all to get yellow Spanish onions. My Instacart guy grabbed sweet Vidalia onions instead. These are not going to hold up the way a Spanish onion is gonna hold up, so I'm gonna cut these a little bit thicker. But all we're gonna do is chop the top off, cut the onion in half. We're gonna do 2 little slits to cut the root out, peel that shell off, and we're gonna hit it with nice even slices all the way down, scoop it up into the bowl. Is this a lot of onions? Of course it's a lot of onions. It's 5 onions, it's a lot. But when we caramelize this, I'm not kidding, the whole pot is gonna shrink down to like that much. It's gonna be crazy. Now listen, we could continue the prep work right now, but this is gonna take about 45 minutes to an hour to really sweat down, caramelize. And I wanna go ahead and start knocking that out now. That way, when we're done with everything else, we're not waiting around for an hour. So let's hit the stove real quick. All right, we got, I don't know why I did that accident. Anyway, we got a nice stock pot right here. Next, I got the onions, a stick of butter, and some olive oil. All we're gonna do is turn this on to a medium heat right now. And then we're gonna go in with just a couple tablespoons of olive oil just to make sure that that butter does not burn, okay? Olive oil's in. Now we're gonna pop this butter in, and we're just gonna wait until that's nice and melted, and we're gonna push it around. All right, look at me like a painting. Now look at this right here. You see this? That's a nice medium heat. That's a medium-low heat. We want this to go nice, low, and slow. Our olive oil, our butter is melted, and now we can just start popping in our onions. Okay, this looks full. You're gonna be shocked at how little there is in here once we reduce it all the way. Okay, so there's one more step we gotta do. Shake it down, and then we're gonna go in with some salt. Okay, what the salt's gonna do is we wanna get as much of the moisture out of here as we can. And when the salt hits that, that's what's gonna happen through the process of osmosis, I believe, right? You know, high concentration. Anyway, so a couple nice pinches of salt. I know it's hard to see because the light right now and the onions are white, but I did about 3 hefty pinches of some kosher salt, and now I'm just gonna grab spatula. That's what we're looking for. Now let's go ahead and just mix this all up. Let's get those buttered onions off the bottom. Let's get that salt that's on the top mixed in. You know what? More seasoning experiment. We grab our pot, I just don't want the butter to come flying out. Did that do anything? It didn't hurt, that's for sure. So what I normally do in this situation is I will put this on medium and I put the lid on. Now once it starts steaming, okay, and that moisture starts evaporating, we'll take the lid off and then we'll just mix, turn it down to a nice and low, and we're just gonna every couple of minutes give that a mix for the next 45 to an hour. I'll even set a timer for you guys. All right, as you can see, the pot is hot box in my kitchen. We're steaming, we got some evaporation going on, so we're coming off. Look, that already shrunk way down. Now we're cutting it down to a nice low heat. Let's go ahead and give this a mix. We just got that temperature up where we needed it. We'll mix these around. Okay, now like I said, for the next 45 minutes to an hour, we'll judge by color. We're just gonna go ahead and mix this up every couple of minutes. We're 7.5 minutes in right now. Let's go back to the prep board. All right, we got our Gruyere from Switzerland, as you can see from the rind. All we're gonna do is chop the rind top off right here. Go ahead and we're gonna eliminate that. We could even save that for some kind of soup or situation, but For now, we're just gonna chop the rind side off, and then we're gonna go ahead and shred some of this up because we're gonna float this on top of the soup, hit it with some beautiful garlic rubbed croutons that we're gonna make here in a second, and then more of this Gruyere, and it's just gonna take this soup to a level that we've never seen before. All right, next, we're gonna garnish our French onion soup off with some chives just to add a little bit of extra fresh oniony sharpness to it. Okay, very easy. We're gonna do this real time. Look, I used to fold them over. Don't, because you're gonna smush them. Just cut these boys in half. Line them up. Then you can just very gently run your knife through. You're not gonna get any bent or smushed pieces, and voila. All right, next we got thyme. We're gonna add some thyme leaves into our stock. Now, these are looking a little dusty, I'm not gonna lie. These aren't the freshest, but I'm not trying to waste anything, so all we're gonna do is we're gonna take that stock and just kind of peel those leaves off of the main components and just try to avoid any of that tough fibrous stem. Now, real quick, before you cut, Jamari, we gotta show them the onions, because right now we're 28 minutes in. I want you guys to see what it looks like. All right, as you can see, the onions are getting nice and soft. The color is turning into a deep yellow. All right, next, this is gonna be different. We've never done this before on more seasoning. So I want you to take a clove of garlic. I want you to chop the butt off, okay? Oh my God, that's the toughest ass I've ever chopped. All right, here we go. Give it a little smack and then peel it out. And then this is all we're gonna do. And the reason being is because when our bread that we're about to toast comes out of the oven, we're just gonna rub it. It's gonna be a nice abrasive toasted bread. And we're gonna rub it with the garlic just to give the sense of garlic, just a smidge, because we don't wanna overpower any of the other very delicate flavors in the soup. If you want, you could chop it in half and then we'll rub with the inside. All right, as you can see, we've got our bread here. We're gonna go ahead and cut this into small little thin baguettes that are gonna go on top of the soup. So here we got the heel of the bread. I'm just gonna cut it off. I'm not using a bread knife. Don't kill me, but all right, here we go. We're gonna do nice little thin crouton size. Look at that, beautiful. Almost like for a bruschetta. Here we go. Just cut a few of these out. All right, so as you can see, I got a little baking sheet with a rack on it, so they're elevated so we can get some airflow underneath that to make them crispy all over. Very simple what we're gonna do here. We're just gonna do a little drizzle of olive oil, boom, just like that. And we're gonna go on with some pepper. And listen, you have to season your bread, guys. You can't not season it. Everything needs to be seasoned, your water seasoned, everything seasoned. So just a little salt. Now we're going into a 350-degree oven until they're nice and crispy. Just keep an eye on them. All right, at this point, everything is prepped out. I've just got a couple of tablespoons of flour right here, so we can just go over to the stove and check on the onions. All right, so it has been just about an hour. We still got, I'm just gonna be real with y'all, I put too much butter in. So you noticed on the screen before how I adjust the butter measurement. It's because there was so much butter and oil, you can show them real quick, and liquid in here that these were not getting the contact with the bottom of the pan that they need to really caramelize. All right, our little toasted toasts are done. Now I'm gonna show y'all real quick. You wanna know how you know when these are done? Touch them, they'll be nice and crispy, listen. Crispy. Done. Okay, two things real quick. Me and Jamari ate all the croissants, so I had to put more in the oven. They're delicious. Second off, as you can see, we're finally caramelizing. We can see those nice dark brown spots starting to come through. The onions as a whole are turning nice and dark. We still got a little bit more to go. I probably give it about 10 more minutes and we're gonna be there. All right, so yours probably caramelized faster than mine did because we adjusted all the stuff on screen for you. But look, this is where we're at. A nice deep brown caramelization, and don't worry about that stuff on the bottom. That's flavor, and that's gonna come into our onions as soon as we deglaze. All right, so what I'm gonna do right now is I've got about a tablespoon and a half of flour. I'm just gonna throw that in there. I didn't even use the whole thing. It's about a tablespoon or so. And then we're just gonna mix this around, and we're gonna let this flour cook down and just get that raw flour taste out of it. And again, this is just gonna help make that soup just a little bit thicker later. All right, it's been a couple minutes. Our flour is nice and cooked down. I'm going in with 1 cup of my wine. Look at that, beautiful color right there. And then all that's gonna do is it's gonna go ahead and release all this stuff off the bottom. I have to grab myself a little wood spatula, hold on. All right, I think I threw my wood spatulas out, so I'm just gonna use this instead. And as you can see, when we scrape it, I know it's not the prettiest sound, but like watch this real quick. See all that right there? Look, gone. All that flavor is going back into our soup. So we're just gonna go ahead and let this reduce. Now look, if you pour in your beef stock too soon and you don't cook out the wine, the alcohol in the wine, it's gonna taste like wine. That's not what we want. So we're gonna let this go for a couple minutes. We're gonna slowly let that alcohol cook out, and then we'll go in with the beef stock. All right, so it's been a couple minutes. We turned it up to a medium heat. Look, that sharp alcohol smell is gonna go away, and it's gonna be more like grapey, perfumey, okay? Now we're going in with 6 cups of our beef broth. So here we go, 1 cup. Go ahead and mix this up. Oh my goodness. All right, let's go get the other 2 cups. All right, here goes our other 2 cups of our beef broth. Now we gotta add a couple things to this. First one, I'm going in with my thyme. It looks like I got about a tablespoon or so of some thyme. Throwing my thyme in. On top of that, I'm going in with a bay leaf. And then weirdly enough, this is gonna add some nice depth. I'm gonna go in with just a couple dashes of some Worcestershire sauce, and then we're just gonna mix. Turn this up to a medium heat, and at this point, all we're doing is just kind of letting the flavors come together, okay? We also need some pepper, and then we can add salt afterwards if we need to, which we probably will since we ended up using sweet onions instead of the Spanish onions. But add about 20 cranks of that pepper. We got our heat turned up, and we're just gonna let this come together in a beautiful way, scraping those sides off as we go, getting all that flavor back into the soup itself. All right, so it's been about 10 minutes. We had it on a nice little simmer, let all those flavors come together. We're gonna taste. Wow, that is very, very good. But clearly, if you just tasted yours, you need salt. We gotta salt this. So we're gonna go in a little bit at a time. We don't wanna over salt. So I'll start with a nice 2 pinches of salt, and then I'm just gonna continue to do it a little bit at a time until I get it to the perfect salinity that I like. Go ahead and do the same. All right, so it took me a little more salt than it's gonna take you because we had the wrong onions. I had sweet onions, so we had to counter that, but that is a beautiful, beautiful French onion soup. A lot of flavor, a lot of depth. Follow me real quick. So with your crostinis, what you wanna do before you put these in is you're literally just gonna take that exposed piece of garlic and just rub each one. What that's gonna do is just add a touch of garlic to everything, a little bit of brightness, a little pop, a little, you know what I'm saying? So, hey, guess what? B-roll time, let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is taste test time. Look at this incredible, delicious French onion soup. Look at that cheese pool right there. Now listen, if you've had French onion soup before, you know this is hot as hell. So I'm gonna give this about 30 seconds and then we'll go in for the taste test. French onion soup in 3, 2, 1. I need another one. How good it is. Makes me want to hurt myself. Listen, I'm not kidding. The flavors from the grapes and the wine, the cheese itself, this is just, oh. It's rich, it's delicious, it's packed with flavor. The cheese, like, come on, like, are we gonna even debate what kind of cheese pull we're working with right here? Look at that. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not kidding. This is the most incredible French onion soup that I have had in a long time. Please, if you're still watching, you'll know we gotta do the star scale. 5 stars, no debate. And if you're still watching, please scroll down, hit that like and subscribe button while you're here. I really appreciate it if you do that. And also drop a comment and let me know if you're gonna try this French onion soup, because it is the best. My name is Farnum. This is More Seasoning. I love you guys. Enjoy your French onion soup. We out.